In Switzerland, our Warship is not like well known.
No.
For sure, your name is well known.
Yes.
So can you tell me, like, how your group was founded? I heard it was first only a MySpace page, and then nobody knew what it was. Can you just tell us how our Warship started up?
Me and Reese started Idol Worship together, and it was based on a song that we did, and then it was just a MySpace page at first. Graf Nobel is a good friend of ours and worked on a lot of the songs with us, and then we did a show together, and the chemistry was just right. So we just formed a group. I mean, we had a group, we just added Graf to the group, and that's what it was.
Race, can you introduce yourself and tell us what you've been up to? I mean, you did like a great part tonight. You really made it, you know. So we'd like to know who you are, what you're doing.
My name is Reese, and I have a solo album out called How I Do, MCA Records, and I've done a couple other things. I've done another album. It's called Black Girls Rock. It's on my MySpace page. It's like the one avenue you can get it through. And yeah, you should just check out my music. I had a single called They Say Vision. I had a dance single as well for They Say Vision. And the other single was called Golden Boys. So, that's what I've done solo. And I've been recently working with NERD and finishing up the Idol Worship album and mixtape. And just looking forward to putting it out.
Okay. Graf Nobel, can you also introduce yourself? You also did a great job tonight.
I'm from Toronto. Thanks for coming out. What do you want to know? Are you going to ask me something, or do you just want me to talk?
Yeah, I'd just like to know what have you been doing musical-wise till now?
I'm a solo artist. I have an EP called Something to Die For, which you can get at theyearoftheblacksmith.com or OK Player or Share Beat files. And I'm an artist. I've been signed, and I'm a singer-songwriter, and I write for a lot of people in the music industry. I'm not going to run down the list of my resume, but I've written for artists that I'm sure a lot of people listen to. And I work with a lot of great people, like I've worked with Nerd and Pharrell and Dr. Dre and Little John and Estero, where I'm from. And so I'm a songwriter, I'm a solo artist, I have my EP, and I'm also the third member of Idol Worship, which I'm happy to be part of.
Okay. I mean, tonight you just showed us how hip-hop music can evolve, and actually a friend told me that actually is how Black Eyed Peas should sound today, but they're not sounding like it. So, what's the goal of your crew, of your group?
Well, we appreciate all the love and support that people give us. The goal is to have fun and to make music. Us as individuals, the music that we make and the brands that we've established for ourselves doesn't necessarily sound like the Idol Worship music. But this music and this platform gives us a chance to perform all types of music that we've been influenced by, and not just stick to one thing. Because it's important for an artist to stick to one thing and nail that one thing that they do. Anybody who tries to, master all crafts usually is half-assed at all the crafts they're trying to master. But we be lighting fires over there and shit. But we just having fun. That's what the main goal is, and to just connect with the audience, and hopefully and bring the audience on a new journey and challenge the audience in the same way that the audience challenges us.
Okay.
Okay, so when we saw you tonight, like, you have really very, very good chemistry. It's like, how is that for you, like being on stage with two girls in the band instead of like being alone like as a solo artist? Because I had the feeling you kind of like change. You do that on purpose, or that just happens?
I love it. I love it. I'm all about the collaboration. Even in my hip hop career, it's collaborations with Mos Def and Hot Tech that have made people really appreciate what I do. So I'm definitely about, anytime you hear a project, it's rare that one artist do all the work. And I'm definitely a fan of sharing the spotlight and sharing the credit with the people that I collaborate with. And Reese is somebody who I've collaborated with on every album that I've been on. So I think it was just a natural fit. And Graf just brings something to the group that I think we didn't have. Something that adds, that just completes it.
Okay. So how are the songs created? Are you just working and jamming with the band? Are you the three of you sit together, or is it just like everybody brings in his and her own ideas?
We'll get a beat from someone. We get beats from Zephyriah, from DJ Khalil, from a lot of different producers, and we'll just all get in the studio together. You know what I mean? We'll get together one day in New York, get together, go to the studio, meet, get something to eat. You know what I mean? Go to a club, knock the club, come back to the studio, and knock something on, or go to the studio before we go out. You know what I mean? And have our whole night. And we just kind of, it's about having fun. We just get together, hang out, do what we do, which is make music.
We definitely
and go to club.
Live together, work together, party together, and love each other, and that's what we did for this record.
So that means that you all stayed at your house and.
Well, not like that. Well, me and Reese lived together, and when we started this project, we all went to Jamaica together, and we worked on some music out there.
Yeah, High Tech came out, EQ came out, and Dave Dar, he's our engineer, and we just got together in Jamaica and made songs because we can go to the studio in New York, we can go to the studio in Chicago, we can go in LA, but it's like, okay, why not go in Jamaica? You know what I mean? Just to make it fun. We wanted to make sure we had a good time making our record. When I made my solo record, it was more intense, I guess, as far as the subject matter and how you represented it. It's your first time coming out. Rap the same way with her EP, Something to Die For. Kweli is the same way with his image and, all the things that he wants to say. And so Kweli, together, we wanted to make sure it was another part of our personalities of things. We all, as serious as Kweli and I and Graphon, we also want to go out and have a good time, and we do. So we were like, all right, let that reflect in our music, and we're like, we're always going to have a good time when we do it. So we do. It's like maximum happy. We just do it as, we do whatever we want to do, have a great time, and that's what we do.
Well, Tyler, you DJing every night.
And
like,
he
Tyler
DJs, so.
DJs every night, so
Oh, yeah?
just
we're in LA, we're in Zurich, we're in
I like to DJ.
Oslo, wherever we are. We had a party, and he was DJing for the whole tour. You know what I mean? He had parties every
So just us all being out together, and like I'm saying, go to Jamaica or being in LA, that all contributed to the music, the vibe, and what it is that you're hearing and seeing.
Okay. So you told us on stage there's an album in the making. So where are we now? When can we expect the album? What can we expect from the album for all the people that haven't been on your show now?
At this point, we're gonna put the album out ourselves. We've recorded a lot of songs. We're very happy with a lot of the songs we've recorded. We have an album's worth of material, definitely. And at this point, we're just trying to figure out strategically the best way to release music. But definitely, we're gonna release something soon. We got a mixtape coming, and I know that I've been talking with my girls, and we've been discussing the best way to get the music out, and we're gonna get it out soon. Trust.
So, like musical-wise, what can we expect?
You can expect what you heard tonight. Songs like Not Today, Laser Beams, songs like Out of This World, the song that we opened up with, that's all gonna be on the record. And we're gonna have a mixtape come out before that, so it's gonna be a whole set of other songs that we did that we just, are saving for the mixtape itself for the record. So it's just, we're gonna travel around, do more shows, make more music.
You have no label, is that right? So what is your strategy then? Or what do you think at this point?
There's a lot of ways to put out your music, online, so we just take advantage of those ways.
Okay.
But there's gonna be a physical CD, or
We're talking about that. We don't know at this point. We have artwork and stuff that we worked on, but everything you can do digitally. So I don't know. I'm kind of old school with it. I think a CD
Me
can
too.
sell shows.
Yeah.
So am I. I'm,
That makes sense. You definitely we're gonna have
Yeah.
one for the shows, but you can get it online as well. So. But if you can't see us live, then there's another option.
But from what I heard, I think this music is should be also on a physical thing,
Okay.
because it's worth to buy, and it's worth that you have it at home and
with
put
a nice
it in.
cover.
Nice artwork. I think it's worth it for like on a art level. You know what I mean?
That's good news, right there.
Yeah, we want it, we'll give it to you like that.
Okay.
It's a big
I give you my
honor.
post address so you can send the first copy. Yeah. Talib, what like for us Swiss people, as I told you before, we have 7. This Swiss soul pop artist, he's big right now in Switzerland. And his second single is "Go Slow" and is featured by you, which is a big thing for like all the Swiss urban music fans. Can you tell us how this collaboration happened and what was it? How do you like the song actually, if you remember?
Yeah, I mean, I remember. Yeah, I do remember the song.
Great.
I do remember the song. It's a great song. You know, it's an honor and a pleasure that they asked me to be in the record. And I had to go inside myself and figure out a verse that made sense that worked with the record. I had never heard of 7. I wasn't familiar with the music at all. And I don't do songs that I don't like, no matter what the money. I'd be like, nah, I just can't do it. But I like the vibe of the record, you know, and so I hopped on it, and it's a good thing. I don't really know the extent of it or how people feel about it. I'm not in Switzerland to know. And America is very sheltered when it comes to music from other places. We only hear American music, you know, so I'm not knowing, but I mean, I'm seeing like all these artists and people that I know and respect. AMG, that's the homie. Beverly Knight, Larry Gold, Omar, these are all people I know personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, okay, I'm in good company.
Okay, right.
I saw you once in the '99, was it June or July? So it was about 10 years ago. You performed with Mos Def on the summer stage in Central Park. And then you signed my passport. So, and now it's like 10 years after, and I guess the question is asked a lot of times. But do you think there's a chance that sometime there's going to be another Black Star album?
Yeah, of course there's a chance. Me and Mos talk about doing another Black
You're not
Star
tired
album.
of this question, or?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
You have no other choice than to answer.
But you smile, so that's.
You gotta ask, but you also know, like,
Right.
straight up, it's so real.
I mean, me and Mos talk about it all the time. The truth of the matter is, and I think I'm clearer on this than I've been in a long time, is that Mos Def has a very different way of how he looks at putting out music. If you notice, when a Mos Def album comes out, he's not doing a whole bunch of videos or press or photos or, you know, show. Like he does things in his own way, and I think that's how the Black Star album is gonna come out. I think he's just over the music business. You know what I'm saying? So, and he has the luxury of putting the music out in the way that he feels like putting it out. And so we talk about it, and we put out songs. I'm on his new album. You know, he's gonna be on the Reflection Eternal album. We do music together all the time. But as far as a full album, I think, you know, when the time is right, you're gonna get it.
I have a question for you two ladies. I mean, you have shown us your talents and your qualities as artists, but you have not have like major releases like on a major or on a big label. But I think, is there a goal for you to be probably as big as Talib in the sense of, you know what I mean?
Reese has had a major release. She's been on a huge label.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, I had a major release with MCA Records in 2001.
Yeah, that Reese album,
And the
How I
album-
Do, is a cult classic.
Yeah, it's called How I
Yeah,
Do.
definitely. And that's why a lot of the people come out, not just for me, but they came out for Reese as well, because
Okay.
they know that record.
Yeah, so you should check it out.
I see. Okay, but any other major release planned for you two ladies?
I think when the time is right, you know, like right now we both have music that we're getting ready to release. I've just released an EP called Something to Die For. I have an album called Black Girls Rock that I'm going to release all online. So something very soon. In the next few months, you'll definitely hear something. Yeah.